Ladies and gentlemen, we have never mind. We'll be back in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we're back, hopefully for good. It's Texas. It's Ole Miss. I think it's number 2 versus number 8, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't have it pulled up on my other computer, so I do not know exactly. However, I know it's going to be a really, really good game. I think it'll tell me in just a second, actually. Regardless, we got another game coming up after this. It's FCS. Number 2 versus number 9. Okay, we got Miami versus Georgia coming up after this one. I wasn't prepared to host this game. Okay. So I didn't get any true graphics made for it, unfortunately. I apologize. But we got some, as you can see, we got some stuff rolling across the bottom that's a little bit new. I'm going to check out with chat real quick while these guys are getting their stuff set. Auburn and Tennessee is tonight at I think they play in an hour and a half, if I'm not mistaken. Worst teams ever, maybe a giant hole will show up at midfield. Football is the people really need. That is true, man, Ray. Football is all any people need, and especially now that college football season is over, the only way you're going to get college football is to go to Twitch or YouTube. So hopefully they'll find us. 9 p.m. East. Yeah, so about an hour and a half. That game kicks off 30 minutes before the FCS game that I will be hosting later tonight. But Quinshon Judkins up the middle to start the game. He's making men miss all kinds of sideways running. Gets him across the 50. And it's a first down for Ole Miss. Slayer, I saw your Discord messages. I haven't forgot about you. I'll get to them probably after this game. Ideally, yes. There's a slight chance I'm not. It just depends on timing of things. I got a meeting tonight I've got to take care of, so it just depends. But Judkins, 27 yards per attempt right now. Versus is going to have to do something to slow down this Ole Miss offense. If we look back, I guess I'll have to pull this up. Look back to week 1 of season 5. Ole Miss was able to beat North Carolina 28-18, and he beat Mississippi State 28-9. So one of the top teams in FBS last 3 years, and then one of the top 2 teams in FCS last season, able to beat them both by double digits. On the other hand, Texas beat Syracuse 42-38 on a last-second goal line stand. And on the flip side of that, they returned home to beat Auburn in overtime in what was a really, really close, competitive game. So now both these teams are not necessarily fighting for their lives, but we're getting to that point, that week of the season where conference games matter a whole lot more, especially that you got two this week. This is a conference matchup, and Ole Miss is taking the lead with a minute and a half off the clock in the first quarter, 7-0. What's up, BT? What's up, Jet? What's up, Blake? Wad still in here. So 11 personnel to start the game for Texas. We know he's, towards the end of the last season, was really big using Jalil Billingsley as a target. Bijan isn't as effective as he was in the past couple seasons. Xavier Worthy's kind of finding his own as Bijan gets the first carry, breaks 2 tackles, slows up just enough to able to get 4 yards there. Second 6 coming up now. 2 backs in the backfield. Ura's going to be back to pass. Looks like it's Shakes. He throws to Xavier Worthy on the corner. Unfortunately, the corner sat almost perfectly and could have had a pick there. Fortunately for Versa, the ball falls incomplete. Now he's going to have to pick up first down to keep this drive alive. Otherwise, he's going to be looking at a punt. Cannot go for it on 4th down. I wouldn't imagine you fake punt this early in the game. I think only a special kind of people do that. And a special kind of D lineman, Tavius Robinson, he's going to pick up a sack there, forcing 4th and 16. Definitely no fake coming in now to Versa. I think if he failed to get it, yeah, they would be inside the 10-yard line, almost guaranteeing Ole Miss another touchdown. Zach Evans, I believe, returning the kick now. Yeah, going to return it for 12 yards. And sets up Ole Miss 11 yards outside of the red zone. And Judkins up the middle. He's picking up 8 yards. Going to be 2nd and 2 now. What a play there by the Texas defense to kind of sniff out that run. Force Judkins a 1-yard loss. Now 3rd and 3 coming up. And a sack, a huge sack there. And I think that D tackle or D end just ran scot-free through the middle of the line. A good stop there by the Texas defense. Yes, you gave up 3, but they were only 32 yards away from pay dirt when the drive started. They actually went backwards that drive. So holding the 3 is still really, really good there. So 1st and 10 now coming back for Texas. 12 personnel. We're going to hand the ball off to Bijan. He's going to make some men miss. And almost stripped. Hung on to the ball, though, picking up 17 yards. Back to 11 personnel. Trips to the boundary. Ewers has a man deep. It's Xavier Worthy. Unable to put it in the hole, and it's going to be picked off for Ole Miss. We were starting 0 for 2 with an interception. Mingo goes in motion. Dart's going to hand off to Judkins. He's going to pick up 8 yards again. And another second short coming up for Ole Miss. Watkins in motion this time. Going to be an extra blocker. And this walk down safety is going to cause havoc there at the line of scrimmage. And Ole Miss is only going to be able to gain 1 yard. Triple option here. Dart's going to keep it and slide after picking up the first down near midfield. Now Dart's going to keep it on the read option. Corner was there, still able to get 3 yards, however. What do you guys think about the new score ticker on the bottom? As Judkins going to pick up 1 yard. Looks like Howell's wanting to go really run heavy here. I think one time he threw it, it was sacked near the red zone last drive. But, I mean, when you're averaging probably 8 yards a carry, I would go run heavy too. Ball's up, batted around a few times, almost incomplete, or almost picked off and almost caught as well. So now 4th and 6. Ole Miss will have to punt the ball back to Texas. And it'll be a touchback for the Longhorns. So Ewers back to pass now. This time it's Whittington. Almost lost the corner. This time he finds Billingsley over the middle, picking up 11 yards on the first down. A really tight hole there to fit the ball into. Did it perfectly, and Billingsley, the big tight end, able to make the reception and the first down. Now we got Robinson, cuts back, picks up about 12, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Maybe one more play can get off here. And no. End of the first quarter, Ole Miss leads 10-0 on the road against number 2 Texas. Second and 10 coming up now for the Longhorns. He's going to find Worthy on the left side. Just a simple curl route. Going to pick up 9 yards. 3rd and 1 coming up. Ewers had a man open on the corner. Tried to fit it to Worthy on the shallow, who... I mean, there was a man right in between you and Worthy, and you still threw it. Questionable to say the least. Dart going to find Heath on the out route. He could be going 30, 25, 20, 15. Mama. There goes that man. Malik Heath, 53-yard touchdown. Ole Miss takes a 3-score lead with the extra point. Texas is going to have to get something going offensively. Otherwise, this could get out of hand very quickly. Has Billingsley floats it over the linebacker's head in between the safeties, and that's a 29-yard reception and a first down. And Texas is finally in plus territory with 5:03 to play in the second quarter. And now he finds Worthy over the middle, breaks a few tackles. A lot of broken tackles here by this Texas offense. Now you're set up inside the red zone. Nobody open. Throws short to Worthy. Has two blockers in front. And a fumble. Oh, my Lord. I think he ran into his own guy who caused the fumble is what it looks like. And that's just painful. Oh, my God. That just straight peanut punched the ball out. And a goal. I mean, basically a goal line turnover for Texas. I hope some of you guys are clipping these big plays so we can put them in upcoming highlights. Dart's going to keep it on the read option, breaks a tackle, thrown down for a first down. Yeah, twist. I don't think Howell has a cam or wants to use a cam. So I just told Versa we go no cam on him. He's probably happy I made that decision. Well, I think we'll also have no cams later tonight for Georgia and Miami. Hawkeyes, if you want a quick rundown, it was a deep ball thrown, interception, sack to a punt. There was a field goal. And then that fumble, if you didn't see it, there was a fumble inside the 5-yard line for Texas. So 3 very unfortunate turnovers for him. Ole Miss has kind of had his way on offense. Second and 11 coming up. Watkins going to go in motion, going to be an extra blocker, and the D tackle didn't even. I mean, it was in the backfield about as quick as the running back got the ball. But Judkins able to get a couple yards there, now down to the 37-yard line, 3rd and 3. Trips to the field, Judkins the blown back, and it's a wide receiver screen that's blown up by the Texas D-line. I've seen some Texas D-linemen get in the backfield pretty quickly here. Obviously, that was a screen. They did kind of come free. But now 4th and 3, Texas will get the ball back. Can Worthy return this and set them up in good field position? Law, I think 1-yard return there, but pretty much lost probably about 10 yards trying to outrun the defense by reversing field. Bijan's going to pick up 9. I'm expecting to see her offense probably every time Texas gets the ball. They really killed Ole Miss last time with it, but I think fatigue got them, and that was ultimately what caused the fumble. Now Forverts with an out route thrown to Kane. Casey Kane, 12-yard reception and a first down for Texas. Now again in plus territory. Last time they were here, they fumbled. Time before that, they threw an interception. Bijan's going to keep it on the counter play. Xavier Worthy was laid out by the corner who comes up to make the tackle. Two minutes to go before half, 2nd and 6. Ewers going trips to the boundary with a strong running back. It's thrown short to Jaleel Billingsley, who needs to make a man miss, unable to do so. There's just something about these new conference logos on the field that look really damn good. First and 10 for the Longhorns. Wouldn't be surprised to see Whittington sent deep. He does. Ball's up. There it is. I called it. Ball's caught Whittington this time. A 30-yard touchdown. What a play by Jordan Whittington to give Texas a touchdown before the half. Now can they get a stop and another score to make this only a 3-point game, or will Ole Miss extend this back to a 3-score game? Good read there by Cook, the safety for Texas. Second and 6 coming up now. Trips to the field. Back out of the backfield. Judkins breaks a tackle. Hit for a first down. Just over a minute to play. Second and 7. Dart back to pass. Throws short to the stick concept to Watkins. He picks up a first down. Still no timeouts being used. Dart's keeping it on the read option, picking up 12 yards, another first down. Ole Miss has made pretty much 3 or 4 first downs on consecutive plays. Versa read that one correctly, so Howell is probably happy with the bad ball there by Dart. For Verts now. Dart rolling out. Gonna tuck it and run out of bounds. 30 seconds to go, 3rd and 4. Great read there by Versa. Now, Ole Miss can technically go for this if he wanted to, or he could try the 51-yard field goal. I really wouldn't be surprised with either one. It's probably about 50-50 here. Looks like he will try the 51-yard field goal. No, he's going to fake it. Ball's up. Oh, he got it. Oh, that's painful for Versa. That was super close. He also had a man in the area that could have made the interception. I think he's... Oh, I thought he was going to challenge the spot. Why is... Did I see that right? Did Ole Miss just challenge the spot? I guess he wanted more yards? Or wait, did Texas... Am I seeing something wrong? Did Texas get the ball? Okay, yeah, sorry. I thought it was a first down for Ole Miss. I just looked at the bottom of the screen and saw 1st and 10. Yeah, so a huge stop there by Texas. 2 timeouts, 22 seconds. Plenty of time to go down the field and make at least a field goal. I mean, he's out. He's cover 2 man right now. He's got Worthy on the out or the corner, and it's dropped. Painful drop there. Had him wide open. It's a good ball by Ewers. Unfortunately, the late hit or the hit coming in from the corner forced the incompletion, and now it's going to be second 10. But you do still have 2 timeouts. And at this point, just play to make it a one-score game. Don't necessarily want to play for the touchdown. You just want to come away with some type of points here. Ball's thrown to Whittington over the middle. Worthy's had a couple drops here where he's been hit and dropped. Billingsley and Whittington, however, made catches hung on while being hit hard. So maybe Versa takes that into consideration when identifying potential targets, and that's not going to – wow. He's going to have to get out of bounds. Now he's got a decision to make. We've seen him complete some halftime heroics on Hail Marys before. He could look at getting just a couple yards here. 59-yard field goal. I don't imagine he tries that. He could look at getting just a couple yards here, get down and call a timeout. You do get the ball to start the second half as well, so that is going in your favor. And I guess he is going to try the Hail Mary or just try to hit Whittington maybe quick. 3 on the play clock. Ball snapped. Ewers, he's just going to heave it up towards the end zone. Like I said, we've seen some halftime heroics before, and this time we do not. 17-7, 10-point lead for Ole Miss. Texas gets the ball to start the second half. What can they make happen? First and 10, Bijan's going to get the first carry of the second half. He's going to be brought down by 3 Ole Miss defenders, but not until he picks up 4 yards to make it second and medium now for Texas. Thank you, Mr. Twist. Those will only improve throughout the season as Billingsley on the out route picks up a first down. Texas really needs to come away with some points here. You've played well so far, I think 3 turnovers already in the first half. Now Robinson's going to keep it on the counter, breaks a few tackles, and he could be gone. Bijan Robinson down the left sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5. Bijan, what a run. Probably one of the most exciting runs we've seen I can't see the replay. Broke 2 tackles, I think, bounced off his own defender, and then took it about 60 yards to the house. What a run by Bijan. Somebody clip that. Incredible to get this to a 3-score game. Quinshawn Judkins this time says, I can break some tackles too. He's straight up the middle for a 25-yard gain. I think we need to get a t-shirt made with that if somebody wants to get on it. Your favorite league's favorite league. As Judkins making his name for the Heisman favorite. We had some Devin Leary talk earlier in the chat. Ford read that one perfectly. Shut Judkins down. Now 2nd and 10 coming up for Ole Miss. Dart going to keep it on the read option. He's going to pick up 6 yards. Devin Leary was 22 for 23 today. Not too shabby. Just got to take the easy throws. Nothing wrong with 3 yards. 3rd and 4 now. Lots of space on that Texas defense. 2x2 set coming up. 5-man box. Dart back to pass. Nobody open. The D tackle got lazy and just let him run right on by. A dormant Syracuse defense. Oof. I think, Sneak, if I'm not mistaken, when we played, I had a pretty decent run game. So, Hawkeye's giving you the best of both worlds. And the counter was read perfectly. Texas defense had an opportunity to make a huge loss there. Unfortunately, the speed of Judkins was too much, and he was able to get 3 yards. 16 rushes, 147 yards at this point in the game. And there's Versa starting to pick up on Ole Miss's run game just a little bit. Now 3rd and 7, just outside the red zone. And that's a free touchdown. Malik Heath, 21-yard touchdown reception, only 8 pass attempts to this point in the game. And Ole Miss will take a 24-14 lead. Not sure what that was out of Versa. Maybe it was accident. Not 100% sure on that. And with the penalty, he's going to go for 2. And Jackson Dart going to make this an 11-point game. Now if Texas scores, he's going to be considering a 2-point conversion to make it to where he can kick a field goal if needed. Worthy's going to return this one from the 1-yard line, straight up the middle. He had a hole, tried to hit the left side and get fancy. Brought down. And Texas will take over at their 19-yard line. Billingsley tight end to the right, Robinson to Ewers left. Last time we were on the field, we saw a big run by Bijan. This time the ball falls incomplete, batted down at the line of scrimmage by the defensive end. Second 10 now, formation flipped. Tight end to the boundary. Ewers back to pass again. Finds Billingsley. No, I thought that was going to be open as well. Good play there by Tasheem Johnson for Ole Miss. Yeah, Sneak. NC State does have a really good defense on this game. Ewers rolling out now. Has a man open. It's Worthy. He toe taps the sideline, 24-yard reception. And they are set up across the 40. So 1st and 10 now. 2:50 to play. About midway through the 3rd quarter. Ewers back to pass again. Bad. Throws it to Billingsley. Momentum carries him out of bounds for a 1-yard loss. Nobody open out for Ewers, trying to make a few men miss. He's able to do so. Picks up some late blocks there by his receivers. Scampers for 16 yards and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 for Bijan. He's going to get the carry up the middle. Breaking more tack. Oh, and another fumble. And that could be one of the turning points in the game. They were able to come back and keep it close, down 3 in the second half, but the -4 turnover margin ultimately could be the nail in the coffin for Versa. Yeah, like I said last drive, Versa's sniffing out this Ole Miss run game. And Versa used to be a run-heavy guy. Back in Season 1, Season 2, he was pretty much all run. He's gotten now to where he's throwing the ball more, so he knows these runs, knows what the runs look like, and knows how to be a little more careful with play action. And here's another run. Dart, read option, though. He's got all kinds of grass out in front of him. Picking up 20 yards and another first down for Ole Miss. A good read there on the read option. Wasn't going to get beat back-to-back times. And we can see Chew Clock coming in the fourth quarter. I'm interested to see if Howell turns it on. He's done a great job running all game. Throw now to Mingo. The corner whiffs on the tackle attempt. Dart's going to keep it for 4 yards. Now 2nd and 6. Eyeing the red zone, eyeing a game-sealing touchdown. 4 yards by Judkins. Third and 2 now. Another read option. Dart with all kinds of room. Trying to kill a little bit of time on his way to the end zone. Jackson Dart, 25-yard touchdown on the read option. And now we're looking at another 3-score game with 14 seconds to play before the fourth quarter. Brewers back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds Casey Kane over the middle. And now takes us to the end of the third quarter. 18-point lead for Ole Miss. Does Texas have a shot? Billingsley over the middle, breaks a few tackles. He's picking up 13 yards. Second one coming up now for Texas. Gotta have points here. Not necessarily even points. You really need a touchdown. Bijan picking up 4 yards. Takes it to the 50-yard line. I think so too, Blake. That's what I believe is causing most of these broken tackles. Texas has a ton of broken tackles, but it's paid off. He's forced 2 fumbles. I think 2 interceptions. I know of at least 1. And that could have been another. Yeah, North Carolina versus Syracuse. Twist versus Sneak will be a fun one. Twist 0-2 in the hole. I think Sneak is 0-3 with two close losses. So those are two teams that truly have nothing to lose. So we may see another fumble after a broken tackle, an immediate fumble. I would love to see. You know what? I'm just gonna ask Twist and Sneak. Can we get? Well, no. With it being week 3, I won't ask. But if we get later in the season, we have like two 0-7 teams matching up, or 1-6 or something. I may ask for flex bone versus flex bone, wing T versus wing T type game, and just see what happens. Mingo coming in motion. Fake jet. Hand off to Judkins. Nobody had the edge over there. Luckily, Texas has a little bit of speed. And now Dart's got a wide open sideline again. Cutting inside to kill a little more time after picking up 22 yards. And a score here. There goes the chew clock. This thing is looking over and over. I think I hear some singing going on in the background. And Dart, another wide open run. I thought maybe he goes down to chew more clock. Not going to do so. He finds pay dirt. Jackson Dart for his 3rd or 4th rushing touchdown of the day, I believe. And Ole Miss will take a 39-14 lead. Worthy making a few men miss. Worthy's returned a few kickoffs in this time. Not going to do it here. Does pick up 52 yards, though. Now Ewer's going to roll out. No one really open. Going to take off and scramble. As many times as he's fumbled, it's kind of risky. Not going to lie. Bijan breaking all kinds of tackles. Picking up 9 yards. Tough running there. And now the hurry-up offense coming in for Texas. Ball's thrown to Casey Kane over the middle. Makes a few men miss. Barrel rolls over a defender. 18 yards and another first down. Ewer's going to scramble on that pass attempt. Get them down inside the 10-yard line. So 2nd and 4 coming up. Hand off to Bijan now. Up the middle. Brought down at the 1-yard line. Picking up 8 yards. And now Bijan's going to find pay dirt. (39-21), an 18-point game. Onside kick may make this thing interesting, but I'm not going to hold my breath. And rightfully so, Ole Miss will take over at the 45-yard line. Dart's keeping it again on the read option. This time going to be brought down for a -1 yards. I don't know if it's just me, but I swear on these big runs or runs that make it back to the line of scrimmage, like I feel like the yardage is different. Like it's hard to explain, but I feel like on yards where it says like 1 yard gain or something like that, or like a -1 yard rush there, like that should have been like -4. I don't know if it's just the way the camera angle is or what. Second and 11. Judkins up the middle, picks up 4 yards. Mr. Clay in the chat, he had a fast 40. I think his was like 4.4. Third and 7 now. Texas using their timeouts. Screen pass to Judkins. He's going to probably go to the house on that one. No, pushed out of bounds. I figured Howell, well, I guess this is a conference game and you need the point differential just in case, but I figured Howell would kind of just chew the clock a little bit and get out of here with a win, but I did forget. Judkins spun right into a Texas D lineman there. Judkins this time spins pretty much back into a D lineman again. Was able to make one man miss, however. Third and 6. Goal line defense coming in out of Texas. Looking to put a true stop to that run game. Dart, read option. Going to be short of the first down line, though. Final timeout coming in for Texas. And a 20-yard field goal attempt. Kicks up, kicks good. 42-21 for Ole Miss. A dominating win on the road over number 2. We'll see where the computer poll puts them next week. Texas quickly eyeing the red zone. Has a few guys open. Never mind the CPU interception. Finley hit hard. And now Ole Miss is basically one play away from kneeing this thing out. It looks like he's going to knee it now. I don't think they'll... Yeah, he's going to have to take another knee after that. But it will pretty much wrap this game up. Like I said, Howell 42 versus 21. An exciting game here. I think that's 6 turnovers for Texas, a -6 turnover margin. Clay with the Tier 1 sub. Appreciate you, man. Or gifting a Tier 1 sub. Appreciate you, buddy. And then, yeah, I'm going to have to go with that play of the game was definitely the Bijan run. But, hey, I got to go get ready for this next game on stream in about an hour. Got a small meeting before that. Clay is coming up. Miami versus Georgia. You do not want to miss it.